Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a bit of an odd main podcast this week. Joined by Smarty, Carl, and Luke, and it's a bit of an odd one because we don't feel like we've played.
Carl's on it.
We've an international break coming, so it's just weird. We'll play the intro and we get into it. It's just weird.
Hi, this is Don Matteo, and then you are listening to the Ought to Know Better podcast. Let's do this.
Doing a bit of a retweet. So anybody that's watching us on Twitter, just remember we can't see your comments. So if you want to get involved in comments, just jump on the YouTube channel. Luke, Carl, Smarty, join me tonight. Luke, how are you doing?
Spot on, my friend. How are you?
Not so bad, thank you very much. Carl, how are you doing?
Oh, yeah, not too bad. I'm looking forward to Friday.
It's good that you're all concentrated, looking at camera and, engaging in that. Thanks, lads. Smarty, how are we getting on?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, excellent. It is just weird, isn't it? It just feels like we haven't played football. We haven't been able to watch Leeds for ages.
Weird, just fucking shit.
It's proper wank. And do you know what? And do you know, I reckon I'm probably worth about 20% of this, but Twitter is just toxic at the minute. We need football back. I reckon Luke's probably alleviated some of it by not getting involved in fights for once. I think you've been pretty well behaved recently.
Yeah, I've avoided. Do you know what? But I just can't be asked. So I've literally put my phone down and just thought I'm not even going to go on there. And if I am, I'm going to put something related to football because I'm just so fed up of all this shit.
So, would just say hello. So, welcome on, Nick. Literally waiting to watch anything Leeds related. It does feel a bit like
the right place, Nick.
Evening all. Likewise, Nick. Bremner's Ghost with us. Liam B. Hi, all Leeds fans. Here's a weird one from Nick. Just watching Ben Foster's podcast, and he was wearing our new Leeds away shirt.
The yellow. Is that the yellow and blue one? Or
that is the away shirt. Because the other one, the other one's the third. The one with the cock on the front. Because the other one's the third shirt, isn't it?
Little boxes out again to random people who don't spot.
This one.
I'd like to have seen him signed as our club keeper, to be fair.
That doesn't mean to go on.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been a bad keeper, would he? Back up as Foster, I don't think, for us.
I think it would have been all right. Yeah.
Saying that, fucking Robles isn't a bad keeper, but...
And he's a good bit younger, isn't he?
Robles is a bit younger, I think, isn't he?
Yeah. 32?
3 years, maybe,
yeah. Next one, Brendan's Ghost. I like the black and gold kit, not a fan of the Smurf snot rag kit, though. Okay, fair enough.
At least he said snot.
Skipping through a couple. The next highlight of the week, the Wolves play going Alvarado and Jack Grealish.
I haven't seen it.
He did. If you think Haaland did one, I think in Champions League. Obviously, he didn't get up for it because he plays in Champions League. But Haaland did one. It were like here on him, where he caught him. But yeah, fine. But he got sent off. Apparently, Ben Foster loves the shirt. Who was it? Grealish. Yeah, he was one of their centre backs. They got sent off. I can't remember. One at new ones at Wolves, not Tarkowski, other one.
Tarkowski's Everton, that's why.
Oh yeah. Who did they get from Burnley?
That bloody thingy, wasn't it? Welsh kid. Was he Welsh?
It's going well.
Oh, we started well here, lads. We started well here.
Welsh lad, isn't it? I'm sure it's the Welsh lad. Collins or whatever.
We just need to stick
Nathan Collins, that's him.
We don't know the players of other teams. This has been
Collins.
many times over the last few seasons.
We were lucky if we even know our team.
I'm going to be honest. I don't watch football if Leeds aren't playing. I don't watch Match of the Day if Leeds aren't playing.
No, I don't.
If we lose,
No,
or
well-
we're not playing.
I haven't really watched much football, to be fair, this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm just
Hammer
So here's a
Cobra
question
Kai.
for you, though. Talking about our players, current crop of players, who would you go on a night out with?
current crop.
Well, they're all soft fucking bedwetters, aren't they? They're like, they'll have a
I think-
kale smoothie or something and go to bed.
I don't know. I reckon Rasmus would be good on a night out.
Yeah.
I reckon Click be a bit of crack on a night out.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Which one's the
I
sell?
reckon-
Sinistera, because we'll go out around Colombia.
I reckon. I reckon
Martin.
if Coops and Dallas got let loose for a night, they'd be absolute mayhem. The two of them, I think. So they'd be
You
a bit
think?
crck. I think. Well, Dallas is.
I think Cresswell would be quite a good laugh on a night out. He's a big, big lad, big lump. The big silly lads who do anything you tell them to.
Yeah.
I think I'd prefer to just go out on a night out with Jack Harrison just so he brings his bird out.
Smarty would be living in the
Your
Caribbean.
missus not into night, Smarty.
I just want to smell a seat. I'm not joking.
We do though.
He's past Watershed now. I can say what I fucking want.
Your missus not around
no.
tonight, Smarty.
Nope, she's upstairs. Nah, Jack Harrison, I bet he'd be shit actually. Probably. I
Who
bet
the fuck
Hale-
is Luke Lane?
Yeah, I bet Luke Hale would be a good laugh. But anyway,
No, that
What about-
would just go on.
Who was yours? Christensen.
Well, I was thinking, the dinner party thing. You get to pick three.
Robert Cock.
Yeah.
Yeah, good lad. He's a great lad. Shame he
love
can't
that.
play football.
Imagine going out on a night out with Meslier and he gets on karaoke though. About the way we are.
bit of tub thumping, I get knocked down or something like that.
No, Barry White or so with his voice, wasn't it?
He'd have to
That'd
be,
be
yeah,
alright, though, wouldn't
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
This
One
is
of the
what
things
we've
I
come
wanted
to.
to-
This is
I
what's
know.
happened.
That's what we're
Yeah,
literally
yeah.
going to say. This is what this has come to. Look what you're doing to us, fucking Premier League.
We just need football, just to try and bring it back to football a little bit.
We're all
I
boring.
did-
we
I
have
mean-
boring lives. We're shit.
I've only got
people. Just fucking
I've only
hell.
got my scribbles available because I did transpose it into transfer it across to a spreadsheet, which I've then subsequently lost. But we talked early on in the season about what our season predictions were going to be, who we thought player of the season was going to be, young player, and so on. But we also talked about what we're going on in the Premier League, who we thought were going to win the league, FA Cup winners, and so on. Obviously, we can't look at the cup or anything like that. Everybody went Haaland for top goal scorer. You'll all be pleased to know, because I ain't changing my mind on that one.
I bet someone must have picked Kane, surely.
Somebody did, and Son. Somebody picked Son, I'm sure.
Not from us. I've got
I think
our
I
notes
picked
in front of me.
Something like that, I think.
So Sai and and Bren and a few others will have put theirs in as well. I don't have theirs in front of me at the minute, but from us, everybody went Haaland. Top assists. I've not actually looked at the assist league at the minute, but
How quickly while you're talking.
Carl went Havertz.
What a fucking lemon.
You pissed up, Carl, or what?
Luke went De Bruyne.
I remember that. I don't know who's doing it.
Me, Jay, and James went Son.
Oh, assists. Top, Kevin De Bruyne on 6. Bukayo Saka on 4. Foden on 4. Zaka on 3. Salah on 3.
Xhaka is in with an H in there. Arsenal.
With an XH, yeah.
Wow.
How many has Jack Harrison got this year?
2.
2.
Oh, is it only 2? Oh, he's got 3, so one of them must be in cup because I were having a look at that earlier when somebody was saying he was.
How many Son got?
I'm just going to look. He only showed me the top 3 because there's so many joint.
How many hat-tricks has he got there?
Harrison's actually got Premier League 3 actually as well.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah.
As has Silva. Bernardo. Perisic.
So, additionally to that, so player of the season. So, Carl, I've got your notes here. Unfortunately, I don't have yours, Smarty. I do have them elsewhere, but not on these notes. Rocker, player of the season. Greenwood, young player of the season. Sinistera, breakout player of the season. Paddy, top scorer, and Jackie, assister.
Who said that?
That's Carl's.
That's
That's
right.
not bad.
Yeah.
Luke, player of the season, Christensen.
Oof.
Young player of the season, Joffrey. Breakout player of the season from the new players signed, Adams. Liking that one at minute. Paddy top scorer, Rodrigo, top assister. Mine were Rocket, Joffrey, Aronson, Paddy, and Harrison. So
Nice. We're not miles off between us, are we?
Not miles off between us. Or have you
I've
put
just
your?
put
Is that
mine
what
in
just
group,
popped up there?
It popped up in group, yeah, I found it. Which aren't too dissimilar, to be honest.
Yeah, player of the season, Aronson, young player, Meslier, breakout new signings, Rocker, Harrison, top scorer, and assist. That's not somebody that's confident that Paddy stay fit, is it?
Well, I don't know what you mean. It's not like I've said it a million fucking times.
What's he made of?
Fucking biscuits.
Biscuits.
Not even the good kind. Not even the proper kind, like some decent obnobs or something. It's made out of fucking even Nice, or maybe some like rich
Broken
teeth
biscuits.
fingers.
Remember
Rich
that?
teeth fingers biscuits. Shite. Cheap shit.
Did you ever used to get them massive
Hobnobs.
bags of broken biscuits from bottom shelf at biscuit shops?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl, you never heard of broken biscuits?
During the war, was it?
No,
Honestly,
my childhood.
You know, in office, you take it in turns every week on a Friday or whatever for somebody to bring in some treats. There were one lad that used to work for me, and all he used to bring in were a box of broken biscuits. It'll have been 50p ran back at local warehouse. And they all tasted a banana. Fucking weird bastard.
They all tasted banana.
But
What do you think he was doing to him before he brought him in?
oh, be it.
No, I didn't mean that. I meant, was he like fucking spraying him with something?
Spraying them.
I don't know if they were packaged next to bananas or whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to get away from that. I don't want to think about it.
Like that.
let's
What's that
move
Calpol stuff that you have when you're a kid? And it's proper
Calpol.
banana as fuck.
Calpol?
No. Calpol's not. Calpol's
Penicillin or something.
yeah, penicillin. Yeah, that's that stuff that you have to keep in fridge, and it looks like it's radioactive.
Yeah.
No, just the other bits were league winners. Everybody except one notable person present went Man City to win the league. Carl, do you remember who you worked for?
Probably went Chelsea, didn't he? Seems to have a fucking some sort of.
I bet it went Arsenal.
Didn't go Arsenal.
No, it definitely wouldn't have gone Arsenal.
Liverpool.
Did I go Liverpool?
Oh, what?
He did.
Carl.
Went Liverpool.
Oh, better of you.
Look, I didn't pick that other shite, did I? One good shite deserves another, like. So
they
I
are
just picked the other one.
It's not much better, Carl. Come on.
But like,
It's better though.
I'm not even going to try.
It is.
It is better, but not much.
Better than who? Who are we on about?
Liverpool and Chelsea and the scum and the others that he didn't go for.
He tried to trip you up there. I see what he was trying to do there. I was well aware.
Got to get up earlier than that. What are you sharing in group, Carl?
Pardon?
What's this all about? What are you sharing in group?
I just click the link, like.
On here?
No, not in here. You
concentrate on fucking pod then.
I am concentrating on pod. I've been actually interacting for the last few minutes more so than I was earlier on. So, you know.
Just get him to ask a question. He'll be interacting then for the next fucking 10 minutes.
Just answer the fucking question.
Smarty, did you do a poll?
No.
And what?
We started to do a pod, and I went, well, I'm around. You know, well, there's nothing to fucking talk about. We could talk about who's not looking forward to bloody internationals and all that sort of shit. We could talk again about
who's not looking forward to internationals, Smarty.
I'm not looking forward to internationals. The shit.
World Cup, fuck off.
World Cup can fuck off. Get it bin. It's shite.
Jesus Christ, like.
In fact, I'm even now thinking about supporting Scotland this time round, because at least they'll actually be fucking playing some, you know, with some heart and whatever. I am half Scottish anyway, so I can. Fucking English bastards.
So,
I do that.
terms
I
of
do that
injuries.
when it comes to rugby union. My dad's Irish.
Yeah.
I just pick whoever wins at Grand Slam.
England is shit, aren't they? England is fucking shite. And Calvin Phillips don't play for us anymore, so he can get it fucking bin.
Yeah,
all
there's no point in
You
watching.
don't play for anyone.
He does. He plays well, I don't even know what it's called, their training complex or whatever it is. He plays football there sometimes, and he puts some, few little montages and a couple of little snippets on his Instagram stories, just to keep us all in the loop. Bless him. Looks like he's having a nice time anyway.
You still follow him?
Yeah.
You scout.
I can't not. I've got a fucking, literally 2 weeks before the bastard left, I bought a fucking England shirt with it pissed inside. I had it all put in a nice fucking frame, a nice little metal plaque.
You can still like him. You can still
I still like him as a player, but I don't
player, yeah.
Snaps him in
I want him
half.
to succeed. I really want him to have a good career. Like
I don't want him to
I know,
succeed.
joking about. Like he did a lot for Leeds, didn't he?
He did. No, that's true. He did.
And that's why I can't justify.
A cracking 30 seconds.
I'm glad that he's fucked off.
He's played 13 minutes so far this season.
Fucking brilliant, isn't it?
But a lot of that's injury, isn't it?
Some of it is, yeah.
No, a lot of it is to do with the midfield City already have, I think.
Yeah, a lot of it's to do with Rodri.
Yeah, probably to do with the better players that they've got at the club.
Why would they sign him then? Why do we think they signed him? They must have thought that it was
two players in every position. That's what.
If Rodri gets injured, he'll get time.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's basically that's what's
the
happening.
only reason they brought him in. Then why wouldn't they loan him out with a recall clause?
Because they wouldn't have anyone else.
I'm not certain you can now, can you? Can't you only recall during the transfer window?
Yeah, correct. But
yeah,
he wouldn't have wanted to be loaned out either, would he? Surely to God they'll have been like, oh no, I'm definitely not getting loaned out. Leaves his boy.
What happens if it's part of the agreement? Comes back to Leeds.
Some other wankers. That'd be a fucking right kicking shin. That one.
No, I meant back to us. Like, deal, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll buy you, but fuck Leeds. I'm going to send you on loan to fucking Southampton. Yes, sound.
Bournemouth.
Yeah.
You're going to go play with Lewis Cook at Bournemouth.
Oh, could you imagine? Fucking.
That's where they'll end up. That's where they'll end up in 2 years. They get bored of being on a bench while they're cutting up lemons, the fucking prick. They'll end up in fucking Bournemouth because they'll be an half a biscuit then and all.
I did tag in. I know we talked about it before. I did.
He's got his signature on his tit, and or something.
The day before he left.
Punch it every night. Fucking Judas.
I tweeted the guy that I've got the bet with and just asked how we were feeling about it, and he said, "I'm not feeling too great, to be honest." I think it's pretty nailed on. 35 appearances of more than 20 minutes from now to end of season.
You've won that already.
Yeah, pretty much. Just to come back to Leeds a little bit, in terms of the injury lists, actually, the only people that are on the injury list as of yesterday on PremierInjuries.com, I've got absolutely no idea whether this site's worthwhile or not.
PremierInjuries.com, is this some porn website?
Been doing some research.
Dallas with his injury made really good progress. There's a couple of checkups after the severe surgery. Feel like he's on track. Potential return, 1st of Jan. Rodrigo Moreno.
Dallas
1st of Jan.
Yeah.
I thought it was like like March or April initially, wasn't it?
No, that'd be a return to start training.
It'd be great if he could get back for Boxing Day, so he could come on with 3 minutes to go and snap Jack Grealish on it.
That'd be good.
And Rodrigo, it doesn't need surgery. Hopefully, 3 to 4 weeks can calm down. So that was September the 1st. That was the initial feedback. So the potential return is the 2nd of next month. And there is nobody else on this list.
Give it a week.
We're all.
Says to me everybody else.
Can I throw a question at you for a minute? Right?
Oh, God. A minute. Time him.
Get countdown clock on behind him.
Right. Okay, I'll make it really quick. If when Stuart Dallas is fully fit, when he's starting to gradually come back into the team and play minutes here and there, do you think at some point he starts?
No.
Cool. That's
Yes.
all I wanted to know. That was under a minute.
Yes.
You do think he starts at some point?
What
Yes.
position, Gilly?
Where though?
Left back
Where?
when Firpo's injured again.
Yeah. That's a
So you
fair
don't
shout.
think Struik's
that
the
is a
first
fair
choice
shout.
there now?
Yeah, I think strikes.
No, I think if you've got a fit Dallas and a fit Strike and an injured Firpo, I think he's going to start Dallas.
Yeah, I think so.
Possibly.
I think he's done well there. I'm not knocking him. I think he has done well there for a centre back, playing out of position. But we've seen what Dallas can do in that position, and I think he'd start him.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe 12 back in. Maybe. He won't be match fit,
Yeah,
will he?
yeah, that's what I mean. If he's match fit and Firpo's injured, I think Dallas starts. I think Dallas is. He wants blood, so it doesn't need to be child friendly. Emmy, look for everybody that's on the audio pod.
Scum at home would have to be. It's the atmosphere is just.
If you
fucking
can get
unreal.
a ticket.
If you can get a ticket,
I was in the stand-upper last season for it, and there was fucking atmosphere.
Yeah.
It was
It's
fun.
unreal.
The ground was rocking for that game. Like, when we went 2-2, fucking hell.
You can all piss off.
Hatred.
I've
I've never. I mean, I sit in South Stand away fans.
Yeah, I couldn't get a ticket.
Fucking nightmare, mate, wasn't it?
I only missed three games last
and
season.
I
Arsenal, I had COVID. Oh, sorry, Smite.
So I know you go. But
Yeah,
it's only the second
3
time
games I
I've tried.
missed at home last season. Arsenal, I had COVID and I had a ticket. I had to give that to somebody else. Scum and Chelsea. That's all I missed. Couldn't get tickets.
I think I
Smart,
went to
go
all
on.
those 3.
No, it's fine. I'm done now. I'm not doing
Get
it.
it off your chest.
I've done
Mate.
the
Come on,
fucking
mate.
point. Scum at home,
Come on.
Emily. Emily.
Next one,
Emma.
Brenda.
Sorry, we'll get there at the end. Emmy Lou.
Rodrigo
Definitely
back
come on.
for Villa would be lovely.
I'd take that. He was doing all right, to be fair. If Bamford's fit, though, I think
yeah, but
start
here's a
Bamford.
question now, though. Well, yeah, if Bamford's fit, you start Bamford. If Arrington's not needed on wing, he's in middle.
Start. But he
If
starts so well
Bamford
this season.
fit, you
How can
start
you drop him?
Bamford.
He's scored.
Yeah,
goals.
if Bamford and Rodrigo both come back from injury, Bamford plays.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, behave, Smarty. Come on.
Come on. Based on
You're going to start Rodrigo up front in front of Bamford if they're both fully available.
I would do, yeah. At this moment in time, yeah, absolutely.
I think on form you'd have to do, but he doesn't.
You got to exactly, and that's not that where we're going to go. Bamford can't hit a fucking cow's ass with a fucking banjo, mate.
Rodrigo started this season like a fucking £29 million Spanish number 9. Do you know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
been everywhere. He's put
No,
his
he did-
foot
yeah,
out.
did
He's
well.
not really had a bad game when he's played. So I mean, it's hard to look past that
bloody,
form. But go on,
that
sorry,
effort
Smart, I've got a
against
chance of saying it
Brentford
twice.
when we were about, yeah, sorry, when they were about to spoon it, when he spooned it, completely missed it. He would have definitely buried that, Rodrigo, 100%. And half the chances he's getting. It's fucking Bamford.
Yeah, no.
Like I think
This has got to be the last season we see Bamford, surely.
He also plays like a 9, though.
There's no real
Plays like a
resale
fucking
value in
crier.
him. We'll keep him forever. He'll retire at Leeds. You watch.
Oh, Bamford?
Yeah.
No chance.
We'll
mate.
keep him. There's no resale value, has he, with all his injuries? We'll keep him,
No,
and
yeah.
he'll be the the mentor for any youth like Joffrey, like everybody else. I think he'll be until he's retired, and then maybe even join
They'll
the
sack him
coaching
off.
side. Who knows?
They'll sack him off and they'll end up back at Borough or something like that.
I think
You
there's a
reckon?
group of players that'll
Yeah,
end
I
up.
do.
I think it.
If he could championship side and take a punt on him
Yeah.
at a decent whack, do you know what I mean? I'm not talking about the $9 million we paid
Yeah.
for him. He's
I
probably
think- I
worth
think-
20 million, isn't he?
I think you'd probably get 10 million or so from a decent, relegated Premier League side. I mean, I do like Bamford. I always have liked Bamford, but I just can't see it happening. It's just no. We need someone else. If we get Gakpo or something like that in the January transfer window, or if we get anyone that's half decent in the next,
But he's not a 9 in that sort of mold,
even
is he?
so-
Not
Gakpo?
ordinarily, no.
forget the names. If we get someone who's half decent, Bamford's gone.
Like
Well, we've got an
who would you
Italian
consider-
international, haven't we?
Well,
Who would you consider a good replacement, Smite, at this level?
anyone
at
that
this stage?
scores goals. Anyone can put in
So
a chance.
Mumpai.
Yeah, Mumpai. Even I could fucking bury half a shot he misses. Fuck me.
No, go on. I mean, it's a fair question. Who are you signing?
I don't fucking know. I'm not Victor
So
Orr, am I?
You've got 25 million. Who are you signing?
Yeah, I can just
get our
about 25 million.
We need to
get our
sign someone
Arnautovic for 25.
Go on.
Would you buy
25 million. Who are you signing?
I don't fucking know.
No, I wouldn't buy Arnautovic. Somebody was saying that they wanted Suarez as well. I won't have him either.
I don't know. Who? Come back to me next week and I'll tell you exactly.
Suarez.
25
Suarez is
million.
on a free. Why wouldn't you take him?
Because he's a racist shite that spits in people's faces and bites them.
I'm not.
It's not me.
Cards can prove out, Gilly. Fuck off. I don't even know who you were speaking about then.
Oh, fucking hell.
Dickhead. Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, fucking hell.
I saw the opportunity and I took it.
You just thought, yeah.
Somebody
I'm just laughing at this idiot here. Sorry.
Who?
Which one?
I proper tickled him, man.
Somebody on Twitter this morning said they wanted to sign Suarez. I wasn't having any of it. You fucking asshole. Right. I think I'm back now.
Are you sure? Because I'm not.
Just about.
I was
Stop it now. I've not even had much of a beer. I'm only halfway through one. Not even that.
I'm fucking starving.
Yeah, me and all. The other question. So, you touched on Victor Orta then, Smarty. Chelsea are looking for a new director of football, and he's been linked.
Yeah.
Smarty, I'm going to come at you because you mentioned him. How would you feel about Orta going?
I'd be. It's a bit of a mixed bag with him. I mean, he has had his purse strings have been somewhat a little bit tight over the the whole period of his tenure as director of football or whatever. But I do think he's made some really, really good signings. He's signed some absolute dross as well. But you're not every single person you're going to sign is going to hit the ground running, are they? But I think I'd be sad to leave him. Well, sad to leave him go. Sad to see him go. Sad to leave him go. Sad to see him go.
You at post office.
That's football, isn't it? No, he's not going to be here forever, is it? Someone else is going to come in and take him. So but he's got to go with how good Grace is. And if he did go, because he has signed some stuff, and you can see that the club means something to him, and he obviously he does his job well, doesn't he? He's signed some shit, but he's passionate about the club, and that's got to it's got to mean something, hasn't it?
I think it was Wilco that said if 1 in 2 signings work out, you're doing really, really well. And if you ignore that first season when it appears that all he was asked to do was just sign a shitload of players on the basis that 3 of them might turn out, but you've got no money to spend on them at all, and he just needed to bring in bulk numbers.
If you money from AC Milan and all that.
If you leave all that aside, I mean that's where Wassy Boy came from, wasn't it? If you ignore that one season, I think you're probably right. And I think in terms of players that have been hits versus players that have been misses, it's probably not that far away from 1 in 2. That season aside, as I say.
Yeah. Well, you look at it like you were saying, Gilly. We signed Berardi in that season as well, and how long did it take him to become the hero figure that he was when he was here?
About 30 seconds.
Yeah.
All right.
Went off on his debut, and we all loved him.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It was always people.
I think we always all expected that from Christensen from pre-season, didn't we? Mm-hmm. A bit the new Berardi type thing.
Yeah,
did anyone see the interview with him this week?
No, I didn't. No, have you?
No. I haven't watched it properly yet. I just saw the headlines, and it just said something along the lines of he knows he's not had it easy since he's been here, and he's not played that well. He says in terms of fitness and levels, it's a completely different level, and he's had to step up. He said he thinks he's done all right, which he has. He's been shite some games and all right the others.
Yeah.
But he says he knows he needs to step up, and he's looking forward to the challenge. Like from what I'm looking forward to reading it, because from the headline and that, what you could read, the initial bit, looks quite interesting. So look,
No one's going to
have a player in him.
No one's going to look bad next to that fucking Spanish donkey, Lorente, when he's doing step overs and people. You could literally, fucking hell.
Let's be honest as well. Like he's got nearly a full season to be way better than Firpo was in a whole season. Like so, he's.
Does he start if Erling's fit?
I think Erling.
Not for me.
Yeah,
No,
I think Early start.
Yeah. I think Erling starts. Yeah.
Because I think just based on his sub appearance when he came on the other week, just the impact that he has on that team,
shows you what he's got, doesn't it?
Yeah,
we just looked like we were more on the front foot as soon as he came on. Do you know what I mean? It's so. I agree.
Yeah, we're 100% on the front foot. We got a goal from his plowing forward, like.
Yeah, but I think the expectation was to bring Christensen in to replace Erling. I think they thought probably Christensen was going to be a bit more ready at this level.
I think, like you said, he just needs time to mold himself and to, like you said, that step up in fitness and in winning competition as well. Make some sub appearances.
The other side to that, the other side to that is also that he's cover for both because he can play on left. Yeah. So if you've got a player there that can switch across and play on the left, and Erling play on the right, or Erling's got a knock, he can play on right, Firpo's on the left, or Dallas can come in and cover either side as well. Personally, I think Firpo and Erling are your first choices, and you've got two players that can cover. And actually, that's what we need. It's just that at the moment, Erling's only just coming back to fitness. We know Dallas is out for an extended period. But they are members of the squad. And if we get to a position where not everybody's injured and we've not got 11 players in that are being taken apart and put back together by a fitness team, we've got some cover. That'd be nice.
That's fair, yeah. No, it would. It would. And I think you mentioned it earlier. I mean, I know we're talking about art and we're going a little bit off piece, but you mentioned it before we came on air about the actual listed injuries on. Oh no, it was on air when it was on. It was a bit ago about the injury list and only been two teams on there. Two players on there in the whole team.
Yeah, two players.
Dallas and Rodrigo.
Yeah.
Mental.
Everybody else, whether that means that that doesn't mean that they're match fit, does it? But if they're available for selection, some of them have got to build back up. We saw Cooper came back in for Barnsley and then wasn't available for the next game, and it's like they're going to pick up tweaks and twinges and niggly little injuries as any player that's been exactly as Smarty said about Bamford. We've seen him be injured on returns. I mean, he came on, scored against Brentford, got injured in fucking celebration, didn't he? So you can't legislate for all of it. But we're in that. He scored an hat-trick, didn't he, in under 21s?
Yeah.
So you're hoping that he's getting back somewhere towards match fitness. Rodrigo's going to be out for a bit anyway, so it's not like it's a position where it's one or the other right now. It's looking like. I mean, if it's not Bamford, it's Joffrey or it's Greenwood. If Joffrey's fit, I mean, he's not on the list, but there's been times that he's not been there either.
Joffrey seems to have dropped off the radar a little bit, doesn't he?
A little bit. And then you've got.
We reported why he missed that last game, did we? Did we ever get any report out?
No. I mean, reports have been missing all season, haven't we? We've promised VAR reports, and we've not seen any of them fuckers.
Yeah. And edited conversations between the refs and all that. Like
we've not even had that.
Not either.
The cynics among us were saying, it'll just be heavily edited. We've never even seen them. Nothing at all.
Where did I see this week? Did anyone else see the first red card rescinded for something? Or did anyone see that on Twitter recently this week? I forgot what it was for.
No.
VAR?
Was it the first card rescinded on red from a red card or something? I can't remember. Anyway, there was a first something. I'll have to look into it. I can't remember, but
Liverpool
player.
It would have been, wouldn't it?
Klopp got his red reversed to a nothing.
Yeah, well, that wouldn't be the first time either, would it?
No,
I can't believe that he's going to have. Actually, on that, I can't believe Jesse Marsh is having to serve his ban. the games
Yeah.
directly after.
That's
When it's
disgraceful.
so clear that
How
there
can
was
it
a
be so
mistake made
obvious?
as well. Yeah.
How blatant can they be? They've even admitted that it was a mistake, but they couldn't give it because it was outside the box. They felt the first contact, so they've admitted that that Marsh was right to be fucking angry about it.
Yeah.
And then you look at that fucking Tuchel, what he did, and he didn't miss the fucking next game.
Yep.
But yeah.
How can you be so blatantly fucking biased? Like literally just taking the piss out of everybody.
And so
we also got fined a fucking heap of money for not being able to control our players against Barnsley as well. We got fined a load of money for not being able to control our players against Barnsley. It was like 25 grand or something.
And it was a lot more than they
doing
got
anything
fined.
illegal.
Yeah, 7.5 they got fined. What? They started it. Anyway.
He started it.
Fucking did start it.
You're not gonna get a load of money off a Pie and P League team, are you?
Right, Carl, I'm going to come to you. I'm going to come to you first for this one, Carl.
Okay.
Next few games: Villa, Palace, Arsenal, Leicester, Fulham. How many points?
Palace, Arsenal, Leicester.
Are they the remaining games before the World Cup?
No, got a couple more.
No, there's a Liverpool one as well,
And
is that away?
and a Bournemouth one,
and Fulham, I think.
and a Wolves one. No, I've already said Fulham,
Have you?
and the Spurs one.
So will I just go on
Wolves
5
isn't good,
games then that you said? So Villa,
Yeah, 5
Palace,
games,
Arsenal, Leicester, Fulham.
Yeah.
I'm going with 9 points there.
Where they're coming.
Villa.
Are you just averaging it out, or have you got in mind results?
Villa, Leicester, and Fulham.
Right. Okay. Beaten by Palace and Palace away.
Yeah,
It
Palace
is tough,
away.
and Arsenal are playing pretty well. Xhaka's apparently started season
he's
really well, getting
fire,
loads of
man.
assists according to Luke.
And he's got a few
3.
goals as well. Like
3.
Wow.
So that's good.
Luke,
Shit.
I'll give you the.
I'm
I'll
gonna
give you
go
the.
I've
Have
got
you got
them
the
in front of
team?
me. 8 points. 2 draws at Villa and Palace. Lose to Arsenal, beat Leicester, and beat Fulham.
That's not too shabby.
Draw against Palace away. It'll be a decent result. I'll
It's
take
tough.
that.
Yeah, I'd take that. But I think we should be getting a point there. And
Vieira's got them playing well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
They're solid enough. They
But I
haven't.
think this could be our strongest point of the season. These next few games.
We need
because
points.
We've got so many, and we've got so many players coming back as well. It's almost.
Yeah.
I know it's shit having games cancelled and stuff, but it's almost been a bit of a blessing for us.
Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently, the Scum had nine players with food poisoning, didn't they?
Yeah, but I'd rather have our players back than their players out. Do you know what I mean? I'd rather watch a full Leeds team play against a full. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think at full strength we'll match anybody. We saw shown that against Chelsea early on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we play like that, mate, honestly, we can upset for quite a few sides this season. We just got to start picking up points against teams that are likely to be around us potentially in the league.
Southampton.
Yeah, Southampton, Brentford.
Shame we played Brighton before change of manager.
Yeah, that sort of thing. But yeah, anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Smarty. Next 5 games.
I think we'll beat Villa. I think we'll lose at Palace. I think we might get something out of Arsenal. So that's 4. I think we'll beat Leicester 7, and then we'll probably beat Fulham. So I'll go 10 points.
That's nice.
Thought I was being ambitious, but fuck.
Just a quick look in the comments. Ambition? You want ambition? Liam B says 15 points.
Fucking go on, Liam, you mad bastard.
No messing.
What?
Straight in. 15
No
points.
messing, straight in, no kissing.
Bremner's goes 10 points. Villa, Leicester, and Fulham, and draw versus Palace. I think for me, I'm going 9. I think we'll struggle against Palace, and Arsenal are playing well, but I think we'll beat the others. I'm going 9.
I think we might get some sort of. I can't see us getting out against Palace because Palace, for some reason, we just can't beat them.
They've only won once all season.
Yeah, but
we'll change that.
But it's fucking London, isn't it?
In London.
We're in
We're in
London.
London.
We'll sort that out for them, don't
Fucking
we?
London.
Don't you worry. But I
We're in
reckon,
London. That's the fucking difference.
I go as fast as I can, lads.
I reckon we get something out of Arsenal at home, mate.
Yeah.
I think.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think so,
I
yeah.
think they fucking hammer us. I think we take a right hiding.
They're playing awful. Odin Garden.
I hope Ben White gets a
Arden
pucker
Garden.
Garden.
I think he's absolutely on fire at the minute, and I think.
Oh, the Uten Garden.
He's on fire, mate.
Yeah.
Huh?
But anyway.
Liam's points have gone outwit at World Cup, apparently.
All right. Okay.
That's Liverpool as well, by the way.
So who else is that? So that's
Liverpool,
Liverpool, Bournemouth, Wolves isn't Cup, and Tottenham. So his other points must be coming in Bournemouth, but that's still quite.
Can't get 5 points from beating Bournemouth.
Can do. Somehow.
It'd be awesome.
We'll figure it out. They still blame us
could
for
beat 'em twice and
storming
give 'em a
beaches
point
at
back.
Bournemouth.
Okay. We talked about the potential of doing Loan Watch. I had a little bit of an interaction with a Millwall fan. They're reasonably happy with Shaq. I think he's the only one of the two that's gone there that
I've seen that conversation.
Reasonably
Birmingham's
happy. I think it's yeah, that's it. Yeah, they like Cresswell, although they're saying what we think he's a good player, but he's a bit raw. Obviously, he's scored some goals and he's done well. But they said somebody responded and said we just need to play him up front because he keeps scoring goals for us, but he's just a bit raw in defence.
He's in and out of team, isn't he? They sort of, he has a good game, then he has a shit game, and doesn't start. Then he doesn't start the next, doesn't he? I think he's been having a bit of a seesaw season so far.
It's a bit of inconsistency for him, I think, because when they've lost and he's been in the team, it's just you kind of take, he's only a young fella, maybe just take him out of the firing line, which is understandable. He's doing
the best thing for him, and probably for us as well, because he's getting that experience. Let's face it, it's a decent level to be playing football at 20. Yeah. What is he, 20, 19?
Where is Shaq playing in the team? Are they playing it
centre mid?
Oh, is he centre mid?
No, he's been in midfield, yeah.
And he's looked all right any time I've kind of glanced at Millwall playing.
He's looked all right every time I've glanced at Millwall playing. What do you mean? You just looked at the telly once and seen him on telly and thought, he's doing all right.
But you know what I mean.
All right, he looks all right. Fills them shorts.
He's getting on all right today,
He's sat there with 6 TVs round him, stroking his chat on his lap.
Whenever I've glanced at Millwall games. How often do you glance at a Millwall game, Cal?
Whenever there's no other football on and the Czech foot mob and the two boys are playing and you kind of go, all right, I'll stick it on for 10 minutes. And
so what you're saying is that you are the Captain Loan Watch then? You are our consultant.
Well done, well volunteered.
Well done,
Watch consultant.
Fuck's sake. How do I do that?
We'll be doing like a Christy Kamara down there with you. We'll be cutting to you during a live.
No,
I'm going down at Millwall, Carl. It's like, I don't fucking know.
Oh, bless him. Anyway, just on Chris Kamara, bless him. He's been diagnosed with, I've forgotten what it's called, but it's
been a while ago he was diagnosed with that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
he's just come out.
He's been talking about it recently, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's it.
Said he felt like a fraud while he was working.
Yeah, the comments that he said he thinks he's a fraud and all that sort of stuff. And
it makes him, doesn't it?
The guy's an absolute legend, isn't he?
Yeah. Did you see the artist? Is it the Leeds fan? Is it Gabby something who does all the real life drawings? She's done one of Cammy today, and he's replied to it.
Yeah. He was on. I saw him and Ben Shepherd were doing. I think it's Ben Shepherd. They were doing an interview with.
He's Blue Peter.
Or who was your man? I don't know, Ben something. He does it on the BBC, right? Normally. But basically, they were interviewing David James and Cammy was there and Cammy asked him what his favourite football moment was. And he said it was when he was playing at Ellen Road and he had the big mop when he had his bleach blonde curls on him. And he
Oh,
said
yeah.
that the crowd were chanting, "There's only one," and he couldn't make it out. He was like, and then he kind of like, oh, I don't know, they must be singing for some Leeds fan in the director's box or Leeds player or whatever. And he figured it out then later on down the line. It was all the Leeds fans were shouting, "There's only one David Gower, one David Gower," and he was like, yeah. But Cammy, you could see him; he was fucking laughing his head off. He was in good form.
He's good. He's good. He's good value, and I've always liked Cammy. Me, like he's just so likable. Just his laughing that in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bless him for coming out. At least he's spoken about it though. I bet he feels loads better for speaking about it and that.
Yeah,
so,
probably.
I didn't know. I didn't even know something like that actually existed until it came out that he was like that. You know.
Yeah, I didn't know it. I didn't really know what it was, and I've only looked into it since I found out he had it. It was pissing about moving everybody around on the screen.
He's fucking OCD's doing my tits in.
OCD man here.
Oh, fuck's
Whoa,
sake.
no, they want me. Who's just swapped them two? Because now Smart is in wrong place.
It's not me, mate.
They were Carl.
Yeah, so that's on Cammy, bless him. But yeah, if you go have a look at that girl's drawing, man, it's fucking amazing. She's pretty talented.
She did all the covers for the programs last year.
That's her, yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really?
she's done a proper good one of Cammy, and she replied saying thanks ever so much. It's really flattering. Some really nice comments and a bit of a timeline cleanser, I suppose, from all the shit that's been going down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to run for a wee, me proper bad. Sorry, lads.
Right. I wonder if we could get him on pod. We haven't done oh fuck me. We haven't done an interview for a while, have we? So
No,
be
we
interesting
haven't.
to see how good my silver tongue is and see if I can get him on.
Have you?
Begging.
You know him, do you?
No, do I fuck? I have ways and means.
Give it a
I have
go.
ways and means, Carl. Don't you worry about
I'd say you do
that.
all right.
Where's
Yeah.
Gilly gone?
Don't know, but
Where's Gilly gone?
here, let's just have a quick chat. We've got a grudge match
Just
coming
whilst
up
me
on
and you.
Friday.
Just whilst me and you, not them dickheads. Go on.
We've got a grudge match coming up now on Friday. Well, it's not really a grudge match for the Italians, but how are you looking for the game on Friday? Do you give yourself much of a chance now? England,
Who are we
Italy
playing?
in the San Siro.
Who we're playing?
You're playing Italy in the San Siro.
Aye.
Who we're playing?
I've got a fucking clue. I can't stress to
It would-
you enough how much
Okay.
I hate international football. It's fucking
Same.
shit. And Gareth Southgate is fucking
Unless we get
shit.
to like late rounds.
Yeah, but
Which
even,
is with
even
every
it's
sport
shit
you have.
football in it. It's so bad. The football is absolutely shit. The players that guy's got at his disposal to use, the attacking footballers he's got.
I
And
know.
he fucking there might as well be a team full of fucking Jordan Hendersons. All they do is pass it back to fucking defence all the time. It's an absolute
Just on Cammy, we can come back to this. You mentioned about my mate used to do his garden, so I know where he lives, but I'm not just going to turn up.
I know where you live, Cammy.
But I can ask my mate to see if the company still does his gardening and ask him. So maybe. But yeah, the international football's wank.
International football. England international football. I'm seriously considering buying a Scotland shirt for this tournament. Seriously. I don't even care.
I think
Why don't you get a Welsh one?
the crop of
Might do that
players
as
we
well.
have now are better than the Gerrard Lampard crop of players.
Huh?
I think the players you have now are a level just above what you had with Lampard and Gerrard and all them. I
That's
think
fair.
the crop of players
As
you
a
have
squad.
now are better. Yeah, as a squad.
Not how they play under fucking.
No, I was just going to
Awesome,
say, yeah, not under
The crop of individuals, you're
Southgate,
absolutely
they're
right, I
playing
think. Yeah.
shit like. But the thing is, like the players that you have now, they can actually play together. Where you were always trying to fucking wedge Gerrard and Lampard in together at some point to try and get the midfield, and it never worked. But you've got players there now that actually
We've got
play
the
in the
best
positions that you
best
need
attacking
filling.
squad
But it's
arguably
just
ever,
Southgate.
I'd
Like,
say.
pardon?
Best attacking players, arguably ever. When you look at Foden and how good he is, and
Yeah.
we should be winning something like that squad, but we will. While Southgate's fucking there,
No.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
and
but
Maguire starts every game.
I heard someone say it there as well. They describe Southgate
Henderson
as
did
a
both.
relegation manager.
Welcome back.
Why would you have a
Yeah,
relegation
they'll pick your
manager
points
as your
up, yeah.
national team manager?
He
Like,
plays fucking 7 defensive players in a team of 11. One of them, another plus a goalie. 8 defensive players.
It's shy. It's shit. It's anti-football. It's fucking
Against
wank.
San Marino?
Exactly why I will not be watching. Yeah, we'll beat fucking San Marino. We could play Harry Maguire up front. We'll still beat fucking San Marino because they're a pissing pub team. You know, teams like that. It's when you're starting to play your Italys, your Croatias, all your decent sort of European.
You won't be playing Italy.
Well, all right, but you know when we played them in final, you know those are your sort of decent teams that will literally put it up against you, and they just expose all the weaknesses.
Fair.
So it's just
And
shy.
Southgate, I don't even know how Southgate got the job. I mean, he had no CV, no recommendation.
He were England under 21s gaffer, wasn't he? That were it. He were a yes man that were in
Middlesbrough,
England under 21s.
He was a caretaker manager, and they ended up giving him job full time.
But that's why I think Lampard's going to get the job when he gets sacked off by Everton. Honest to God, because they were willing to put Southgate in charge because he knew the youth set
But then the nation's sweethearts, they're the type of players that do get jobs like that, aren't they?
Yeah, of course, man. He was.
The only gamble is which one of them gets the job first, Gerrard or Lampard.
That's it, man.
Nailed on for it.
You're fucked by your own,
hoisted by our own petard.
What? Yeah, you
made our own beds.
If you want
like any more similes or
fancy term,
got some more metaphors for Carl.
No, it's okay. You've nailed it there, lads. Thanks.
We've got nothing else to talk about.
Get Sol Campbell. Sol Campbell. He'll do a good job.
Let's not get into that.
Until the end of the season.
Let's not get the opportunities.
So I think the remaining fixtures in because it's friendlies in it, but they call it Nations League to try and make it a bit more interesting. Nobody really gives a shit about any of it, but I think so. We got beat twice off Hungary, drew with Germany, and I think we've got Italy and then Germany to finish off, haven't we? We can't even get to finals.
We'll get dicked by Italy.
Well, we might well get dicked by them both. One of them didn't even qualify for World Cup. It's just.
Gnonto's going to be playing, isn't he?
World Cup shit, innit, Carl?
Yeah, he's been called up. Yeah, it'd be nice to see him play.
He'll get some minutes, I think.
Get bored of winning it, Smarty. You know.
Watch
him ruin Alexander-Arnold.
I've got to give you a chance somehow. Like,
I'll see. Yeah, absolutely.
We won't qualify this time because we probably meet them in the final again. They'll be like, "Oh, we lost to Italy again." We never hear the fucking end of it. So they've got. Let's just not qualify.
That's the draw in a Cammy.
Nice.
Oh, that's very good, man.
Nice,
yeah, good that.
By the way, for those that are watching that aren't aware, yes, Carl is Irish, but obviously Ireland is shit. So he's fallen back on his ancestry and he supports Italy.
I was going to wear a classic Italy jersey tonight, but I thought best.
He did have it in his Irish shirt on, but he went and changed it before we started.
Jersey. That's
jersey,
what the Irish call football shirt.
I tell you what, the Americans getting right into you, innit, Carl?
Football jersey. I've always called it a football jersey.
That's a goddamn
nice team.
Could you imagine? Go team, will you? Go on.
I'll go on with you. I'll go on with your team.
Go on, team.
Oh, I'm going to go again.
Anyway.
I don't even know what you were talking about while I were disconnected. I have ordered new internet, I promise.
Can tell the cold weather's arrived. Bladders like sparrows.
Yeah.
Why
you bastards.
You?
Huh?
No, not by choice. I didn't go to toilet. I just got disconnected. I have ordered new internet. It's on its way. It should have been.
You're always ordering new
moved
internet.
For her Madge.
You're always ordering new internet. He doesn't order it every week, Carl.
Give me some more of that internet.
Man.
He's got that top up.
Yeah, top up shit.
Fill me up, lads. Fill me up. I'm running out.
Buying more internet on Friday, lads. I swear to God.
I just only spend my wage on every week. Bloody internet.
Fuck.
Do you know what? I can't be. We're going to go into what we think the lineup's going to be for England. I don't even care. I really don't care. What's the lineup's going to be for these friendlies that I don't give a shit about? Who cares? No one cares.
Is Scotland playing? I watch Scotland.
They'll all have friendlies in build up for the World Cup. So I'll probably watch. I'll probably stay up and watch the USA. I think
Scotland didn't qualify, did they?
Yeah,
Wales did.
Wales did. Scotland, I don't think did they?
Yeah, but
They missed out, didn't
they're playing Ukraine tomorrow. Fucking brilliant.
they? Who?
Scotland.
Oh, I thought you meant
What?
World Cup.
And then they've got Ireland on Saturday. Sound.
Is
that'd
that
be
in
nice.
Dublin, is it?
It's in Nations League, this shit, innit?
What, like, Dublin's in the Nations League, like, area. Attachment. Is it Dublin or in Scotland? Like?
Talk about Scotland. Stop it.
So where is it at? I think he was asking.
Yeah, I'm not going into England setup.
It's not going to be in Ukraine. I would hazard a guess.
Ukrainian
He's
Premier
about the
League
island,
is
he's
back
about
on,
the
Is
island.
that football? Is it a missile? Fuck knows. I'm going to volley it anyway.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, Wales beat Scotland in World Cup playoffs because Wales beat would it Wales or would it Scotland? One of them beat Ukraine, didn't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scotland.
I'm not
the others
supporting
beat-
Wales.
Didn't the others beat Italy?
No, Macedonia did.
That's even worse.
Oh yeah, I'm very, very much aware of that. Like, yeah.
Did Alioski score?
That's like when we got beat by Eastern levels, innit? Do you know what I mean? Italy against Macedonia. Do you know what I mean?
Well, like we've got dicked by Iceland that time. Remember that
Oh,
time?
no, we didn't get dicked. We got dicked 4-0 by Hungary.
Yeah, but we got
4-0.
embarrassed by Iceland.
Dicking, like.
They're all cobblers and fucking blacksmiths, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Hungary have been
Don't
good
let-
since 50s.
Don't let one of our good friends hear you say that, Smart. For fuck's sake, Gilfield.
Oh yeah, Guildfield. Yeah, Guildfield. Having the word.
They'll knock your
They
fringe
haven't
off.
had
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's growing it back as well. I can't do that. Fuck's sake.
Wasn't,
Yeah, I've already seen him.
Yeah, me
He's
and
already
all.
seen me.
Like a couple of links roll-ons, aren't you? Look at you. Fucking hell. What a sight.
It's no surprise that we're the two with hats on, is it?
yeah.
I was there, Bremner's. I was there, mate, and it was fucking awful. It was freezing cold in a fucking little village, and we got fucking right hiding.
The postman that scored the fucking goal as well.
You are?
The postman always delivers. Fuck off.
Oh yeah, it was a post team scored, wasn't it?
Fucking cheesy bastards. Like, yeah.
Cheesy bastard. Hey, I'm all for it, me. If you get beat by a team at that level, you fucking deserve everything more, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely, big time.
Like when
What we
who
should
was
do
it beat us the other year, Matt Wright, wasn't it? And he fucking came on for 1 minute and then started tweeting about it. What did he play for?
Kidderminster, was it?
No, it was a London side.
Leighton Orient?
No. Somebody it was somebody shitter than that.
Scottish,
They played red.
Red.
Crawley.
Fucking Crawley.
What we
Came
should
on
do
for fucking 33 seconds and started tweeting about how what did he actually say? Can you remember?
He was tweeting
somebody-
while he was on
the
the
boys
pitch,
or-
Rick.
Was it?
Probably had it stuck in his sock or something. He's like, I'll tweet it now while the ball's up the other end. Be sound.
Fucking Crawley. Didn't they beat us twice in 2 seasons? Or did they draw and we went to a
No,
replay
not
against
draw.
them and lost?
No.
No idea.
Did we play them twice in 2 seasons or got beat and then beaten the season after or something like that?
Do we play them in the League Cup at all? Is that
I
what you're
think it
thinking
might.
of?
We played them close together anyway. I'm pretty sure of it. But I can't remember. But just going back to the
victory to a team like that, though, you should have, if it's a Premier League team or a Championship team, whatever, they should literally be sat around the dressing room and have them, the opposition team, so like the Crawley team, come in one at a time and explain to the whole room exactly what they do for a living. I work in a vegetable and fruit shop. Okay, thanks for coming. What's your profession? Oh, I just fucking bum around at HMV, really. I don't really do fuck off.
bum around at HMV.
I go and listen to the
Yo,
free
where
final.
goes-
What profession is it?
Bunch of pricks. Yeah. I sort alt vinyl out alphabetically. Sam.
No civil engineers then, Smite, now in there playing for them?
No, none of that.
No,
One of them works.
No
at
plumbers,
Greggs,
no sparkies.
No, none of that.
apprentice plumbers and sparkies, but no actual sparkies or plumbers.
Half of them are still on living at home.
Tweeting from their
Okay,
basement.
moving on from that. Bitty. Luke, I think we
man.
had a competition winner, didn't we?
Again.
Oh, man,
We ain't had a main pod since then, have we?
No.
Well, we've had 2 actually. I'd like to say about the first winner. You're a little bell end if you're watching.
No.
He's probably not watching.
Okay.
He's probably not watching. But
definitely
my
watching
opinions,
more than everything.
my opinions changed to him like that fucking little bastard. Anyway, the next one.
Did you send him the stuff?
Yeah, we'd already sent it. I sent it to the wrong name though.
What a bastard, eh? That just goes to show you that sometimes you shouldn't say what you want on Twitter and, someone bite you in the ass. Hello, competition winner. You're a prick.
That was the first one. Anyway, we've had another winner since then for the lead shirt, and that was for the lead shirt, and that was drawn. Was it yesterday or the day before? Sunday. It was meant to be after the Scum game, but I drew it Sunday.
Is that the guy who was very informative and very straight to the point in the DMs?
Yes.
Yeah, the one that,
Hi, my name is such and such. Deliver it here.
yeah. Don't be late. Sorry if you're watching. I don't share the
prize.
We all get access to the DM, so they've all read it. That's all. I haven't gone like grassing on you if I've been like really straight up.
Hey, look at this wanker. He did.
All right, I did. But yeah, it's on its way. It was some Welsh guy anyway.
Fuck me.
Well, I'm guessing he's Welsh since he lives in Wales, but and his name's Leeds United Taff.
Could we not have just saved it until Smarty was going down to Wales again and he could have dropped it off? Like?
Yeah. I don't know why I'm giving Welsh so much shit, to be fair. My second home's down there.
Anyone in Wales, if you win anything, Smarty will deliver it straight to your door.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you get an internet celebrity turning up at your door then.
Yeah.
I'm smart.
I like the postcode.
Who are you taking with you, Smarty?
They'll be locking the door. They'll be opening up the little slot in top of the door.
Like off at Monty Python.
Yeah. Messiah, he's just a very naughty boy.
African swallow, European
do you know what?
swallow.
I was going to go into a
English big dog.
I was going to go into another couple of bits. I really can't be asked. I think we're done. Have you else that you want to talk about for now?
We've got on for an hour.
Now.
1 hour we've managed.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Luke's second home about to become a nest for dragon's eggs. Luke's second home.
Did he mean Smarties?
Smarties.
What's a nest for dragon's eggs?
Well, I'm getting. Well, I don't know, but
Dragons.
Wales have got a Dragonaut flag.
Yeah,
that's all I can think.
Like.
Come on, we're not that clever on here, Bramners. You're gonna have to like break it down to Braille. Put it in Braille. Has anybody got an auto bitter?
I think we've made.
I kind of did about. I kind of did. What really
just
pissed me off was.
Just wait, will you?
Oh yeah, go on.
Auto no bitter with Rachel Adedeji.
Just a tiny one. It's a tired conversation around VAR, and I don't want to go into VAR in itself. What really, really pissed me off this week is when it comes down to PGMOL and the fact that they're failing regularly. There's no feedback loop. There's no right to reply. There's nothing at all. And then when it's actually agreed that your manager is right to be annoyed because what he was annoyed about was the right thing to be annoyed about and all of that sort of shit, none of that comes into it. He's taken into account. He still gets all the shit for it. But then you find out that actually the PGMOL is a registered business with Companies House. It makes millions of pounds a year.
What's
literally
PGMOL?
millions of pounds a year. That's the Referees Association.
Right. All right. Sorry.
So the match officials are governed by the PGMOL. So that's who agrees how they're going to implement the rules this season. So when they're looking at, you know what, we fucked up on this handball rule here, it's the PGMOL that are involved in that, working with the league. And then, right, okay, we've screwed Leeds over. Let's change it now before it screws any of the top six over. And you know, that sort of thing. They're registered on Companies House and they're making millions of pounds, multi-millions of pounds a year. Now, bear in mind the numbers. So it's only the professional match officials that are employed by this business. So that's enough match officials to do the 92. It's not anything outside of the Football League and the Premier League. That's it. Job done. So when you take into account that they're fucking up so fucking badly every fucking week, but the professionals paid a shitload of money that are part of £1 billion business, and they're just pocketing the fucking cash and pissing off. That makes it even fucking worse. That makes it even worse for me. So they can get in the fucking bin. That's my auto bit of this week.
Carl, you must have one.
Why is that?
Because you're always bitter.
Because you're a bitter man, I think is what he's saying.
That's not right, lads. I'm not bitter.
The soundtrack to your life is Bittersweet Symphony, and you actually look a bit like Ashcroft.
You call it a lot worse in my life, lads. I'll take that one. No bother.
Well, it's a bit better than Gail Platt that we normally call you, isn't it? Or Willem Dafoe.
It is, man. I'm not going to lie. Gail Platt's probably up there with one of the worst ones I've ever been fucking called in my life. But that was due to lockdown, lads. Come on, let's be honest. Like the fucking head on
you look like Gail Platt because of lockdown. Is that what you're trying to say?
No, because here, you know what? Fuck off.
Smart, have you got an bitter?
No, you can fuck off. No, it just to touch on what Gilly said, there needs to be some sort of independent regulator, don't they, introduced to the Premier League? Not these fucking corrupt bunch of wankers that are running it at the minute, and every other fucker that's taking the piece of the pie from it. It's bollocks. It needs to be independent, and it needs to happen sooner rather than later, because it's just as Gilly said, it's just an absolute joke.
I think the people that run the VAR and all that should be separate to the people who ref the games. And then
there should be VAR specialists. That should be their job.
Yeah, it should be the same people. Should be the same people week in, week out, completely separate to all the referees and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. No allegiances and none of that shit. Yeah.
Because then you can't get their interpretation of the rules versus someone else's interpretation of the rules. It's their interpretation of the rules, their interpretation sticks, and then it'll be consistent. What you don't get is consistency, because you've got half fucking Mike Dean or some other fucking bellend calling the shots. And what they don't want to do is throw their mates under the fucking bus. Whereas if you had an independent regulator, they won't give a shit about throwing the referees under the bus, because they're not linked to them in any way, shape, or form.
You don't know.
That is only when it gets fair, and that's the only time it will ever see any sort of improvements to VAR and the Premier League or whatever else you want to introduce.
Warnock's never been a fan of officials anyway, but he came out this week and tweeted, didn't he? And he said the only way that we're going to get better standards of refereeing is by getting ex-players refereeing, because the majority of these referees haven't kicked a ball in their life. Do you know what I mean? And they don't take a lot of things into consideration, and that's why we're seeing so many mistakes, I think.
But even if you went into refereeing after playing Sunday League football, I know it's not a very high standard, but you understand what an actual tackle is, and to get players like that even refereeing is a step in the right direction, because you're getting all these guys that come in, never kick the ball in any capacity competitively at all, and that they expect them to understand rules that are wrote down on a piece of paper when they don't know what it's like to be in that scenario as a player. Get Sunday League players.
So I think that bit there that Nick shared, there should be an outfield player and ex-keeper on VAR and time limit to check. So the time limit thing, I don't think you need if you've got a live feed of the audio, and that's what we actually need. So if you look at, rugby league, again, has been mentioned in the comments. If you look at rugby league and they've got direct dialogue, and that dialogue is being shared directly with the
absolutely. You can in Australia.
But yeah, it's broadcast live on TV, so you can hear exactly what's going on at the point at which it's going on, and you can hear the official saying, right, okay, can you give me another angle? Can you roll that back? Okay, can you slow it down? Can you stop it there? You can see the process it goes through. And I've said before,
now they've got to that conclusion.
It's like when you show you're working when you're a kid and you're doing your maths exam, you can see how they've got to that conclusion.
Exactly that.
You can hear exactly what's going on. Whereas now you can just see him having a little chitty chat with a mate. Oh, what's for dinner tonight, Tony? All that sort of shit.
Tony.
Just fucking get on with it. Whoever else.
All we get is some shitty lines that aren't even the lines that are used by the VAR officials. That's as far as I'm aware. Still, that's just overlaid by what Sky or whoever's doing the coverage thinks that he's what they're looking at, and that's their own lines. So we've got absolutely no idea what's going on there, and the entire thing stinks. The one thing that I will say,
sorry,
go on, Luke. No, it's all right.
No, it was. You were probably going to say it is that the problem we've got as well is that we've got a referees union that stick together, and one referee is not going to undermine somebody who's looked at it on a video. Do you know what I mean? When they've been sent to this screen, that shouldn't necessarily mean it's going to be overturned every time, pretty much, which it is 99% of the time. That should be for him.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They should still have the bottle to stick by their decision because they've come into the screen and made mistakes. We've seen it. You know, it's happened.
It's a great point you make, Luke, because it's like they're falling back and relying on the screen to get them out of a fix that they didn't realise.
Same with these fucking late offsides. Somebody only takes one serious injury to come 5 seconds after play from that, and there'll be absolute uproar about it. You know
and the worst thing about that is, was it Villa, I think it was, where Coutinho came back onside, but he'd been flagged offside. But actually, when you looked at it, it wasn't offside. He'd actually been flagged. And it was a mistake. So, but
and apparently, VAR can't reverse it.
And that's the lack of consistency. Well, actually, I that's why the linos were told not to flag in case they got it wrong, so that VAR could intervene. How can you then? So linos flagged, referees blown straight off, because it should be then really obvious that he's offside. So on the pitch, they've made the decision and taken out of VAR. VAR can't do out about that because the referee's blown. He's blown before the shot's taken, and then it flies in top corner. You can't undo that.
You'll never see as much doubling down in your life as what you see when VAR make an absolute shit effort.
I'd just fuck it off completely, me.
The one thing that I would say, so what I was just going to come on to say is the players need to start saying, this is wank and it's not working for the game.
Yeah.
Mikel Antonio came out just over a week ago and said VAR's not working. More players need to do that. They're the ones with the power here.
But Declan
if
Rice,
they keep coming out saying it's not working, then more of them I think need to do that. Especially if it goes. Well, that's failed twice?
Ever.
I think it was Villa. Was it Villa Bournemouth or was it Bournemouth that went
keep
down?
Villa up, wasn't it? It was to keep Villa up. They didn't turn it
Sheffield United versus.
It was
Villa,
Sheffield United, wasn't it?
United
and then Bournemouth went down instead of Villa, didn't they? And then there were one. I think
only recently.
It might have been the Championship game though. That one.
Yeah,
but yeah,
Huddersfield last weekend.
Oh, it was Town, wasn't it? Yeah. Antonio came out and said VAR needs to be binned.
There's loads of footballers now. Declan Rice in the UEFA Europa League there.
Oh yeah.
2 weeks ago, where he was saying like, how has the ref not gone to the screen to have a look at that? Like, and he's even criticised the ref in the tunnel on the way to the changing rooms. Like the players are frustrated, and it's only going to get worse, I think, for the players if they don't all start speaking out in numbers and try to come to some conclusion.
That's the thing. These referees are bulletproof, aren't they? Because if you condemn them or if you give them some shit, then you just get fined. But
that's the only reason. That's the only difference between fucking Marsh and Tuchel is that he said something back to the official. That's why his red card's been upheld, apparently.
That's bollocks, man.
It's fucking shit.
So we did have a comment earlier. I'm just scanning through, trying to see it now. There we go. Jonathan Brook. The only difference between Tuchel and Marsh is that Marsh challenged the referee decision, fighting with another manager's final, apparently. Yeah, basically.
That's exactly it. Nail on the head there.
I think they're untouchable.
Yeah. I wonder if just one of the subs smacked one of the managers, if they'd just get a red card and not it upheld. Do you know what I mean? But actually, if they smack, if they swear at a ref, then they get fucking.
I think refs need to be held more accountable.
Have you seen that tie game? Did anyone see that tweet I shared yesterday? With the guy walks up to him and he goes to. It looked like he punches him, but he elbows him straight in the mush, knocks him clean out.
No.
Yeah, watch that.
Wow.
Bad. I think it must be the Thai league because he honestly, it's a great show.
Did it look like a kickboxing elbow? Did it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing in it. It's just a little dodgy challenge on the sideline, not much in it. He just chases after him, and you think he's going to leave it. He just goes, "Oh!"
Wow!
Forehand smash to the nose.
Yeah.
Right. Do you know what, lads? I'm going to go get some tea.
Yeah.
So unless anybody's got any last minute things to mention,
Neil.
I think we'll call it there.
Got an hour and
All right.
14 minutes out of that one, boys.
I don't know how, but
Fuck knows how.
it's been a pleasure.
After it's
And thank you
nice
everybody
to
for getting. Thank you everybody for getting involved in the comments as always. Much appreciated, and we'll see you again soon.
Later.